Bujin got a lot better with the recent box thanks to the addition of Susan 00. Thank you Mako from the Duel Links meta Discord for the idea of this build. He got top 16 in a tournament that had over 100 players. Main difference is he used Centipede and I'm using Hair, but I will get into that later. The idea behind Creator is that you can trigger it by using Ties of the Brethren. Unlike Destiny Draw, you don't have to warp your deck around it. To make Destiny Draw worth it, it kind of feels like you need to have space for situational cards. In Bujin there isn't really a lot of space if you're playing Ties of the Brethren. Speaking of which, I will do a video later in the week on a build that does not use it. I'm not fully convinced that this particular build is the strongest version of Bujin, but competitive elements aside, Creator is one of the most fun skills in the game to use. Each time your life points decrease by 2,000, instead of getting your normal draw, you can draw for 1 of 5 powerful cards at random. These powerful cards include the legendary Raigeki, the incredible Harpy's Feather Duster, the infamous Monster Reborn, the devastating Mirror Force, and Breaker, the magical warrior. Breaker is the worst of the 5 that the skill could give to you, but at least it can be used to Exceed Summon. Minimizing on cards which are bad to draw is always a good thing. Because of that, this build plays no Hirume. In this build there is no way to summon it on your first turn, and it's not really worth a brick. There's no Bujin Carnation in this deck because there's not really much point to it if there's no Fox. Bujin Carnation can be really bad to draw when the deck is not built around it. The build by Mako does not use any Bujin spells and traps. The reason for this is that none of them are that great to draw. I like playing just one, in this case Regalia, because it gives Mikazuchi something to search, which in doing so gives Arasuda something to discard, so it makes resolving Ties of the Brethren just a little bit stronger. I play the Regalia as a 21st card instead of replacing something in the main deck. I couldn't really see anything that was worth cutting to keep it at 20. All 3 of the Beast Warrior Bujins are needed if you want to play Ties of the Brethren. Yamato is played at 3 because it is the best Bujin card to draw. Crane is played at 3 because it is the Bujingi that you search the most. The other Bujingis are played at 1 for 2 main reasons. To give you a larger toolbox to work with and to work with Ties of the Brethren, because these ones all have the same type, attribute and level. They all have useful effects in the graveyard that really come in handy. There is Quillin, Sinew and Turtle. The original build used Centipede and I use Hair. I think both are really good, but personally I prefer Hair. I kind of feel like the effect comes up more against meta decks. Both do have strong points, and I think it definitely does come down to player preference. I think using both is quite risky. Back row removal, such as Cosmic and Lance, is really good, because Ties of the Brethren going second is really weak to disruptive spell and traps. Also, the cool thing with Lance is that if you play it on your own monster, Crane will ignore the attack reduction. This happens because it doubles the original attack points. The extra deck is very standard because we don't have loads and loads of rank 4s right now, but we do have ones which are quite decent and do have an impact on games. The difference I made from the original extra deck is replacing the Trish with a Samurai. Trish is mainly for handling Floodgate Trap Hole. In the games I played, I felt like Samurai was slightly more useful. That is all for the deck breakdown. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. The music that will be playing over the gameplay is the theme that's rumoured to be Kite's theme for when he comes to Duel Links, which I assume is because it was found in the files. But anyway, yeah, enjoy.
catch you one more time. I really run across the